Okay, let's get to it. Here's my armpit, she says. First of all, she did want a duet with Danelle back to back. I didn't even put it in there. We're just going to stick with the facts.
Hey guys, I just want to pick up on Danelle's video and state
Hang on.
that I have thought that Darlie was innocent for a long time now. And actually, I started out thinking she was guilty because of what
She thinks Darlie's innocent, but later on she says she's 100% sure Darlie's innocent.
the media portrayed and how they portrayed her. And when I got into the truth, and really started questioning some of the prosecution's handling of evidence, their laboratory work, their DNA analysis. It brought forth so many questions. And as I explored those, it just led to more and more proof that Darlie was innocent to me. So it really did.
It just led to more and more proof that Darlie was innocent to me.
Take me about 6 months of fully investigating this crime to even begin to think that Darlie was possibly guilty. And that was about 3.5 years ago. To this day, I 1000% know with my heart that Darlie Routier was wrongfully convicted by a bad investigation.
Investigation that they brought in CSI Max Courtney. They brought in James Cron. They brought in FBI Alan Brantley. They brought in Tom Bevel. I mean, they brought in a whole bunch of different people to take a look at this case, and the conclusion has always been the same. And the evidence so far has always pointed back to Darlie.
A completely unfair trial. She was accused and proven guilty by the media before she ever had a chance to go to trial.
Shit happens. The media didn't tell. What you need to do is name a lie that the media told. Name something that's a lie that they told.
I don't think she was tried by a jury of her peers just because of where they moved the trial to.
Actually, you could be wrong on that because Darlie was raised in Altoona, Pennsylvania, which is about the same kind of conservatism that you have in Kerr County. That is a jury of her peers. You had young mothers, you had a pregnant lady. You know, you can't determine what her peers are. Probably none of them in there did coke and went to see Chippendales, and left their uh, boys with someone who molested their sister. So maybe you're right. I don't know. Like I'm saying, a jury of her peers would have to be someone that was molested as an 8-year-old and carried that through to her adulthood where she was still writing about it just a few weeks before this murder came up. These murders came up. So if none of the jury had a father in there that molested him from 8 years old, you would be correct.
And there's so many questions that I have, and I've told you guys over and over again, like, why didn't
Like, how much can I make off of this? How famous can I be?
they test the boys' shirts? Why didn't they even fingerprint the boys? Where Darlie's underwear?
Darlie's underwear or wherever she left them. Why would he leave a sock and a knife and take the underwear without raping her?
You put a timeline together, and I have a lot of Darlie content on my page. I normally label it in the retro pink font, so if you want to go back and listen.
I normally label it in the retro green font. So if you want to go back,
What's up with the nostrils?
To my theory as to why I believe that Darlie Routier is innocent, then you
Well,
can go.
your theory is that everybody else fucked up, except for her. Your theory is this person lied, that person was shady, this person didn't do that, this person got it wrong, this person over here didn't like Darlie. That's your theory. That's what your theory is. That all these professional people just wanted to lock her up for some reason.
watch my content, you can also go jump over to my YouTube and listen to the 9-part series that we did on the Darlie Routier case, where we go through the testimonies and we dig through some of these questions and answers that we have. It was funny when my partner first handed the case over to me. I said, "Why are we doing this? Darlie Routier is guilty." And she said, "You might want to open that file up and look again." And she ended up being right. And I just want to get the truth out there. And I know that there will be people that come and...
For $2.99, she just wants the truth out there. She wants money in her pocket. And a little while ago, she was kind of dancing next to Danelle. Let me show you. Does that look like a penis? I'm sorry. I'm weird.
Is going to be needed, and I would love to know how long this is expected to take, and would love to hear about the results of all the testing that we are patiently waiting for. So if all you lovely, wonderful TikTokers out there that are seeing this could say a prayer for my sister, Darlie Routier.
There's nothing wrong with saying a prayer for Darlie. Nothing wrong with that. The situation that she's in, there's nothing wrong with it.
Prayer for her legal team and all the labs that are working on everything that they're doing for her. Okay, and Dallas District Attorney's Office, CIU unit, please pray. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Is innocent, then you can go watch my content. You can also go jump over to my YouTube and listen to the 9-part series that we did on the Darlie Routier case, where we go through the testimonies.
Hit that like button.
We dig through some of these questions and answers that we have. It was funny when my partner first handed the case over to me. I said, "Why are we doing this? Darlie Routier is guilty." And she said, "You might want to open that file up and look again."
You might want to open that file up
and
and
being right. And I just want to get the truth out there, and I know that there will be people that come and have other things to say, but go check out my YouTube and my 9-part series on the Darlie Routier case, and you can learn. Okay, so if you guys want to know why I truly believe that Darlie Routier is innocent and was wrongfully convicted, and
Okay, here we go. I've never heard her say this yet.
not only wrongfully convicted, but was a victim of the crime herself, go check out my newly updated YouTube. Go check out all of my content on TikTok. And don't forget that it's also in audio form on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to music under Kitchen Table Research. You guys have an amazing Tuesday, and let's pray that Darlie, we get some answers in Darlie's case tomorrow. All right. Much love to you, Danelle, and everyone, and I will see you guys later. Thanks, Sully.
Oh. Look at some of this stuff that she says. She's under kitchen table research right here. I believe she lost consciousness at some point during the struggle. Well, they did a field shock test on her at the scene, and she was not in shock. Her blood pressure was normal. For traumatic amnesia, she was the victim. Well, if she had traumatic amnesia, she wouldn't have remembered the simple things, like Darren helped put away the dishes. Darren made a bottle. I had a large meal of chicken soup. She was a victim who fought like hell. Well, even Darlie said she wasn't fighting. She said she was frightening. She changed that because it didn't look like there was a fight at the scene. That's according to FBI profiler Alan Brantley. There was just a massive amount of physical damage done, but a minimal amount of property damage. The table was flipped over, a plant, a light stand. That's it. It doesn't look like a fight like hell happened to Alan Brantley. Now this right here. The jury was not shown all the bruises in court. You can go back and listen to Barb Davis, who wrote books on it. Oh, sure, they were shown it, but they were shown that with 1,000 other pieces of it, and they were cold, and they weren't going to look at it. The jury was shown the bruises, and if they missed it while it was being shown, they did discuss the bruises in length everywhere on her body during the trial. If you read the trial transcript, you would see it. But the jury was shown those pictures. They were entered into evidence. They didn't even show the whole grave celebration where minutes before she collapsed inconsolable, but they only recorded the part that looked bad. Well, nobody has seen any video of Darlie collapsing inconsolable. But I do know there was a 14-hour tape that was done by the RPD that was hid in an urn out there at the gravesite. And in that 14 hours, there was nothing there to show her inconsolable because Greg Davis, during the trial, had no objection to them admitting that part of that tape, that 14-hour tape. Doug Mulder did not want that tape. He said no. Why? Because it didn't show anything. Exactly, but people cover this case by what's been perpetrated in the media and say that they have read the trial, but it takes a long, long time to read it. Well, it depends on how you are. Lots of people have read the Bible 100 times. There is a massive hate-filled people to the family. This creator called her sister a liar on her channel. She is a liar. She does tell lies. She got on Ken Mains. Look at Ken Mains. Ken Mains channel. MAINS. And he's got Danelle on there. And Danelle says that Darlie's DNA was found on top of that sock. Not inside it. On top of it. That's a lie. And she knows it's a lie. And when she was confronted on it, somebody asked her, Pamela asked her, why did you lie? And she goes, what does it matter? Exactly. They purposely didn't record when she collapsed from crying and grieving, but just so happened to get the rest. It's infuriating. Jeez. Poor people. Sully from the lovely Pamela Lakes Collins. Here's the Luminol report. Says that Sully. Here's the Luminol report. Says that they are luminoling to find Devon's handprint. However, there is no picture. It says that the camera fails and the luminol washed away the print, but that's not how luminol works at all. Luminol is used specifically because it won't wash away evidence. It would have been Damon's handprint, not Devon's, because Devon never moved. The report that she has right there for everyone to see doesn't say anything about the camera failing. It says this. On the west armrest of the couch, a child's right handprint was developed with luminol. We were unable to photograph the print before it was destroyed from the liquid washing away the print. The palm print was not visible without the luminol. Nowhere in that report does it say the camera failed. Then there's this from the report. We were unable to photograph the print before it was destroyed from the liquid washing it away. That's not how luminol works, Sully said. Or,
That's not how luminol works at all. Luminol is specifically used because it doesn't wash away evidence.
luminol also has its disadvantages. The glow is much shorter lived than sometimes portrayed on TV shows and lasts only around 30 seconds. The use of a luminol solution can also damage the other surrounding evidence, such as proteins, enzymes, and genetic markers. Though it has been shown that DNA samples can still be obtained from the evidence in which luminol was sprayed, it's water-based. It can also cause dilution and smearing of blood impressions. So, come see on Facebook the Darlie Routier WaR ROOM. Supporters and non-supporter room battleground. We can come in here and have it out. You can come in here and state your case. It's a public group. We don't block people. And that, there are some reasons to get blocked. When it gets personal, it gets off the case, you're going to get blocked. So come on over there if you want to see the truth about Darlie Routier. We'll keep you updated on what Danielle's doing and saying, bless her heart. And there's even a rabbit. Darlie Routier WaR ROOM on Facebook.